Hey Leo, welcome back. I am redoing your reading from last time. 'Cause I think it was Sam who commented that the audio was in and out, and sure enough, when I went back and listened to it, it sure was. So you guys absolutely deserve another reading where you can actually hear the whole thing, and thank you. Um, to again, I should look, but I'm pretty sure it was Sam who commented. Thank you for the feedback. In any event, here we go, Leo. Let's redo for you today and see what energies come through. We've got the moon coming out first. Uh, this is incredible. Death card and the Chariot. You have three majors coming out already. Wow. And with the Strength card on the bottom, that's insane. So that's a lot of heavy energy too that I'm feeling right now. Like I feel honestly a little bit overwhelmed. Um, when I see that moon card, I just think, I'm coming out of the dark about this. There's something that's coming out of the dark. Obviously, a major transition here with the death card. Um, it's funny, I've never noticed that. What is that in the background? Oh, it's a scorpion. With like dead bodies at his feet. Yikes. So, energies coming out already are Pisces and Scorpio. So you could be dealing with somebody like that, or you could have that in your own chart here. Um, but whatever this has been, this period, and I almost feel like it's been a period of darkness. I'll be honest, I don't always see the death card in the moon that way. But especially with strength on the bottom, I feel like you've been through almost like a dark night of the soul and you're coming through this now, okay? And it's kind of like you've taken the light and the dark and you're moving this forward on your journey from here. Your intuition's sharper now, and it feels like you know exactly which way you want to go with something. Um, so, it's time to move. It's time to move through that dark night and get the show on the road sort of thing. So interesting. All right, what brought you? What brought you here to this place, Leo? That's pretty deep. I think the last reading I did was something about, was it someone watching you or something? Or it feels like different energy though, for sure. This is profound. Tell us more about this here. Let's get some context. I don't know that I've ever gotten three majors out right off the bat and another one on the bottom. So whatever this was, it was big. So if you can see my jammies, I've actually been up since 3. And I was so excited to start the readings. I thought, okay, let me just wake up and do my thing. And then I'm just going to go straight downstairs and start reading for y'all. So I'm absolutely still in my pajamas and have no intention of changing anytime soon. That was my alarm. I was actually supposed to be waking up now. So head start to the day, right, Leo? Anyways, why is this taking so long? I'm getting the sense that this was incredibly painful for you, even though it needed to happen. Yeah, exactly. You've had to move away from someone or something. Um, and the energy associated with this card, in this deck in particular, is quite dark. But what you'll notice is you're headed to the light. So this is kind of coming out of this kind of cavernous time, right? You see the cliffs and stuff surrounding where you're coming from, but you're heading kind of into the dawn there, to start a new day. Tell us more about this Six of Swords energy here. And you're doing it alone. I feel a lot of solitary energy here. I don't know if you've been spending more time alone, if you've been, kind of in hermit mode here, but this feels very solitary, and it feels like something you wanted to do on your own or you had to do on your own, okay? It was a choice. All right, tell us more about this Six of Swords, please, for lovely Leos. Yeah, normally when it takes a long time for the cards to jump out, because this is taking a long time, I say it's something that you don't want to talk about or you're trying to avoid, but I'm not getting that sense here at all. It's not a matter of avoidance and not wanting to talk about it. My goodness. Okay. It's more about the Six of Swords here. And this feels bigger than just like a love reading or this feels like the totality of something like career, love, family, loss. Like there could have actually been an actual death in your life, quite honestly, because it feels like that kind of that heavy grief as well. Like it feels like, again, when you come out of a dark night of the soul, the dark night of the soul is just kind of one crappy thing happening, right? Like it's certainly like the shit has rained down on you big time. Okay, so Ace of Swords coming out next. It's almost like you got some news. It's a lot of thinking here with the swords. Let's clarify this. Oh, Lord, and I forgot my clarifying deck over there on my other table. I am not stopping your reading for that. Let's use this one. We'll use the Radiant Wise. Pardon me, I'm sorry, Leo. I hope that's not too loud on the mic, you guys. Let me know if it is. I'll try to keep my hands away. I'm really missing my old mic. I should take another go at it and see if I can repair it on my own before I go out and buy another one. What a waste. Keep seeing that King of Pentacles coming up, so you could be dealing with an earth sign. Okay, wow, these are already jumping out here. So we've got the Four of Swords here. I was going to clarify what this Ace of Swords was all about. And then this one just popped out. I mean, you've definitely, again, we're kind of going backwards here and we're talking about taking this time out to think. And it's this stillness, like I'm really getting this sense of like time almost stopped. I don't know if you heard something and it's like time stopped. And you've been down for quite some time. I feel like some of you have really been relying on your faith to try to get you through this, whatever that is, something that you believe in, whatever that is. I just heard live by the sword, die by the sword. And I keep, like, I'm being drawn to a reference that this is potentially coming from someone who's passed away, okay, that you've known, and that's how they lived their life. I don't know, like, if it was a tragic accident or something like that. But it's someone that, well, live by the sword, die by the sword. They live fast and hard. They liked it that way, and unfortunately, that's also they went out. Or they would say, fortunately. I mean, they wouldn't have chosen any other way. Interesting, because I don't normally get death come up. Yeah, and like, please, this is something that's already happened. So please don't. And this is obviously not for everyone. This is just for a certain someone there with this death actually being literal death, because I don't normally get that, and that's certainly not typical for the death card, right? As I explained in the beginning of the reading. But but that's for somebody out there, okay? Um, but for the rest of you, you know, it was some other sort of news that came in and that just put you down for quite some time. But I'm seeing like there's a highlight here. If you even look at the energy in this card compared to the rest, right? The color in this card is bright, like it's new beginnings and stuff. And so with this Chariot card here, I feel like you're headed towards this Nine of Pentacles here. It's almost like you're going to get your mojo back. It's almost like you're going to, the light's going to shine again for you, okay? So you're basically moving away from that darker energy and you're headed back into this, okay? Embracing your own well-being and your light, kind of like that glow up, right? It's just for those of you that aren't dealing with someone who's passed, I just want to clarify, what was this Ace of Swords that came in that put you in this Four of Swords energy? Like so many swords, thinking, 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 thinking. What was this news? Temperance, another major. Can you tell me more? Okay, for some of you, I'm getting that it wasn't necessarily a piece of news, but this is spirit. A spirit kind of took you down this path. Yeah, the World card on the bottom there. Spirit had taken you down this path so that you could bring more balance into your life. And the only way they could do that was kind of to knock your feet out from underneath you. So you had to move away from a way of being sort of thing. And you had to take some of this downtime so that you could better balance your life, because it needed to be the end of whatever cycle you were perpetuating. And that might have been overworking. It may have been, you know, hiding your true self, keeping secrets from people. There's something in your life that needed to change. And so if you weren't going to do it, then Spirit was going to do it for you, sort of thing. With the Seven of Pentacles here, yeah, it was time to take stock of your life. You needed to get into this energy so that you could reflect on life, and kind of do almost like a life review up until this point, okay? And oftentimes when we go, you know, we hit rock bottom or going through a dark night of the soul, this is a time for us to be able to go within and to take stock, take inventory about what we've done up until this point, who we are, what we want to do, who we want to be, who we've surrounded ourselves with, okay? And you had to do some work around this. All right. And you can see again, the energy is lightening up. So this is almost Spirit's way of saying that although it was uncomfortable and it was unpleasant, it's taken you to a place where you're much healthier. You're a better balanced individual, you know, and you're going to attract goodness and stuff like that. And here he comes back again. I knew this guy was going to come back. Here's the King of Pentacles and the Six of Swords energy. All right, so we're getting a little more information about this now. So I'm getting two different things. Some of you could carry the energy of the King of Pentacles here, and you needed to move away from some of the aspects of that, and I'm getting specifically the materialism. So King of Pentacles is a really hardworking individual. He's someone that's always taking care of others, and he takes joy and pride in that. But unfortunately, sometimes it can come at a cost to us, right? When we're constantly giving to others and we're not receiving anything back, it can really drain our tank. So for one group of you, I feel like this is possibly your energy here, and you needed to move away from some of these patterns, okay? Because we're getting, look, Six of Swords showing up twice here. For others, this could be you moving away from a King of Pentacles in your life, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, I generally see her as a single individual. And again, masculine, feminine, don't get hung up on the genders that I say. It's sometimes just easier to say, you know, man, woman, you know, just for clarity's sake, instead of constantly jumping back and forth. So please, you know, tailor it to your specific circumstances. But I feel like there was a lack of balance potentially in this relationship, and it was time to take stock here and to move on. Okay, so a few different messages there in the spirit of a general reading. I'm trying to do that more, guys. I'm trying to really focus on that. Yeah, exactly. Has to do with the marriage. Yeah, I was going to say for some of you, could it be a reconciliation? But I don't feel that way because this woman is moving away with her child from this King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles actually looks really sad. It's possible that somebody could have left you um, as well, Leo, if you've got some earth in your chart. Because this King of Pentacles looks so sad to see that Six of Swords moving away from them. That's a rather unfortunate circumstance there. We just wanted to show up. Interesting. So we've got the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess, but I thought I saw the Seven of Cups as well. Well, I swear I saw that Seven of Cups kind of peek up. Oh, and look, Strength card on the bottom. It's there you are, love. There you are showing up and you're reading that Strength card again. This has taken so much strength for you to move through this. And I think Spirit's also wanting to commend you on your strength too. Okay. It took a lot of courage and strength to move through whatever that you've been through in each of these scenarios, right? And so it's almost like, again, it's balancing two sides of yourself, right? Balancing that masculine and the feminine energy. Um, the Ten of Cups and the High Priestess, it's interesting. I'm not even asking questions, and these cards just keep jumping out. And I absolutely take them. So some of you receive truth and clarity around a love relationship, around a love situation, okay? Again, I'm getting this energy of going within and taking time. For some of you, focusing on your essence. I don't know what that means for some of you, but I'm just looking at this pomegranate. There's something about the essence, the essence of life, the essence of who you are. I'm also getting that whoever you are, you've moved through all of this with such grace and love and compassion. Yeah, somebody needs to hear that right now. So what's the potential future outcome here? What does Leo have to look forward to here? The Fool. I'm going to take it because it tried to jump. I think you're scared though. This is leading you to a new beginning. And remember, we had the world card on the bottom of the deck earlier, right? And so what happens when we get to the end of the major arcana, right? We start over from the beginning. I think the reason why it flipped up and then quickly flipped over again is you're scared. You're scared of what lies ahead because it is scary. And I think, you're kind of looking at what are all the possibilities before me. Like it's a big wide world out there, and now what? It's very overwhelming, but really it's you've already stepped through the portal. You've already done the hardest part is stepping through that portal. Now you just have to get that forward motion that we have with the Chariot here, which I'm getting, right? Like you have that. So I feel like with that, you will be moving forward and you'll get there. But it is scary. Oh, wow. So, interesting, the Queen of Wands here. So fire sign, right? I feel like this is, again, your energy represented here. So you're a changed individual. You've gone from the Nine of Pentacles to the Queen of Wands energy here. The Queen of Wands, and they're both beautiful individuals, right? Inside and out. I'm not just speaking of like physical beauty. But the Queen of Wands has really come into her power. She's not afraid. Um, what's that expression? I just heard it in my head, something about take no enemies. That's not it. But it's almost like you're not afraid to conquer what comes next, okay? Like no holds barred sort of thing. Okay. I kind of wish I could remember that other expression. I think if that resonated with you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But in any event, the Queen of Wands is somebody who, again, is coming to their power. There's someone that's confident. There's someone that's sexy, but they're got that sweetness too. So you walk into a room and people immediately look at you. Some of you might have red hair or like strawberry highlights in your hair, like strawberry blonde hair almost. But regardless of the color of your hair, you make an impression on people. And I think you're exuding a confidence that you haven't quite had before. And some of you, I'm just hearing you might have to fake it till you make it because you can see her, again, you're coming from this Fool energy here that's a little bit bewildered and like kind of scared of what's ahead. you know, the clothing's kind of shabby and stuff. So this will be an evolution, but you can expect to evolve into this Queen of Wands individual. Sorry, the kitty cat has decided to now join us and step on all the cards. Make a big mess at the table. She usually only comes around at certain times. She definitely does not do this all the time. So, um, you know, I don't know if it's the cat energy with the strength card here, right? Or if you're really into cats or something. Okay, please, let's keep it G-rated here. um, but this Queen of Wands energy is promised for you. So this is again, oh, please don't set your tail on fire. That would be so bad. This again is you kind of, it's all about the evolution of you this week, basically, is what I'm trying to say, okay? Regardless of anything else. Um, let's just get one oracle card for you, love, and then we'll call it a day. Just to be messages of hope or inspiration, or just something that you need to hear right now to get you to this point. You're moving through it. If you're just starting out, you know, if this resonates, you know, there's hope. There's hope, okay? Oh my God. It would be helpful if I could actually hold the cards, wouldn't it? I haven't finished my coffee. This could be just reading the first one might be a bit awkward. Poor Leo, I've given you the brunt of it the last two times here, right? But this is to show you, Leo, I think what's important to note there is I'm thinking, what's the lesson behind that, right? Because to me, there's always a lesson in something. And it's that, you know, it doesn't matter how you're moving through life. If it's a bit clumsy and you're a bit like, oh, over here or there, a little disorganized or that sort of thing, that's life, all right? I mean, certainly there's times when we can be more graceful and things flow a little bit easier and stuff. But, you know, in this situation, if you stumble, if you fall, if you move backwards and then forwards and sideways, you know, this sort of thing, it doesn't matter. You're still going to get here. And I feel like you will be single when you do it. This isn't about you being in a relationship. This isn't about you relying on somebody else for these things. This is you evolving into who you are on your own, okay? No love this week, Leo, except self-love, the most important love of all, okay? Exactly. So this is double mission, light workers, starseed. So some of you might be light workers out there. Serve the world by being you. So what I say, this is all about you, okay? So I want you all to embrace that. There's an activation here on the bottom, star bathing, light body crystal grid transmission activation. See, this is almost like that Four of Swords energy here. She can see, yeah, that's a little better. You can see her body laying down there, right? And that light activation there. And so this has been a period of you coming into your own. What did I say at the beginning about spirit kind of taking you down so that you could take some time out to rest and to reflect and to begin this evolution of your truest self. I think a lot of people are coming into this year for some of the obvious reasons, right? So Leo, that was actually a beautiful reading. The energy in this one I think was just so much better than that last. There was also a super strange comment that somebody left last week that was borderline, well, it wasn't borderline creepy, it was super creepy, and I actually deleted it because it sounded almost paranoid and delusional. Just stuff that this channel does not invest in that energy at all. Okay, so if you left that comment, that's why it's gone. And you know, I was almost fearful that somehow I let that energy come in some way, shape, or form. Potentially, I don't know. So I really worked hard on the premeditation on this one to be sure that none of those energies could come in here, because yeah, not cool. So anyways, much better reading. Very happy for you, Leo. This is very beautiful, and I wish you all the best ahead. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like behind and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks, Leo. Talk to you soon.